Alright, here we are. Last portion of the lab. So, I think I know what we need to do here. I'm gonna zoom in. So I got a new profile on my computer. And for some reason, when I load my packet tracer file, it says router PT empty. I don't know why, but I'm not too worried about that. Someday we'll figure out what's up with this and maybe fix it, but so I was watching a little bit of Jeremy's. He's the guy that made the video, Jeremy's IT Lab, on YouTube. Sorry if you hear that noise back there. It's a giant server in my closet spinning up. Trying to do some things with that. It's basically a lab server. Pretty loud. It'll calm down a little bit here. So anyway, I was watching his version of this. I didn't watch the whole thing, you know, but when he was configuring the loopback, he made them passive. So we're gonna have to learn a bit about that at some point. The reason he would make it passive, what that does, I don't really know offhand. So anyway, so here we go. Jump back in. The thing I was confused about last time was, jeez, I'm just moving my mouse all over. You know what? I gotta make my mouse giant again, because I'm in a new Windows profile. So let's look. I forgot where we went. Mouse speed. You would think there would be an option. There we go. Pointer size. Gigantic for me. Still the same for you. But helps me. So we enabled OSPF. Oh, he does say configure passive interfaces. I just can't read. So I don't know. Do we have to go through that process? Just do it for completeness here. So I think we got to do interface loop. We got to go to T. And you know what? We got to make our text big again too. This is real fun to watch, I'm sure. But I kind of decided I might start editing some of these videos. Because it is pretty boring to watch, I'm sure. What did we do last time? We did iOS text. Green. Boy, that server's just going nuts there. So, alright. In fact, I might even re-upload my initial videos and edit them. I don't know what you think about that, but I think I might do it. We'll see. So, alright. We're doing these loopback things here. You know, sometimes I wonder maybe I'll get a second monitor or something set up. Where are we at? Here we go. Alright, so interface loop back. 0? I don't know. That's what we did. Why is it up? Was it not up before? Loop back. Apparently we did loop back 1. So base 0, I don't know. No interface loop back 0. Okay. So how do we shut this thing off? No, I don't know that we want it off. I think we want it on. So interface, I know it's something to do with like console write line or something like that, but loop back 1. So I don't know if we have to no shut. I don't think we do, but base passive. Let's see. We have to do something to make it passive. I wonder what that would be. So Let's pull out the old manual. Passive. Again, we're gonna try to do this without GPT, try to do it without Google, but at this point I won't guarantee it. Passive interfaces. So this is dealing with OSPF. How about loopback? What if we search loopback? Really know what passive. I'm trying to. Never mind. So I don't know. If I was at work, I would do this. Oops, I should, yeah. Oh, maybe they'll tell us a bit. So it means it's not going to send hello packets. So that's probably why. So I guess it does relate to OSPF. So does that mean so it's only for OSPF related things? Well, yeah, obviously routing is what I meant, but okay. No, we don't want to miner. See, we had to do it. I think, you know, revising what I said last time, because you gotta revise things sometimes. I still stand by what I said about figuring things out. But it's not, I mean, using AI for some things is, I mean, if you just got a question, I mean, you could ask a person a question if an AI can give you an answer. So, I'll probably revise my views on it next week, and then the week after that. You know, my chair is squeaking up a storm. I tried to WD-40 it, and it didn't really work. So I'm sorry about that. So, kind of forgot what I was doing. Okay, here we go. So we had to go back into OSPF, right? Let's I don't even know. Interface. I'm really tempted to go back to PT. I might occasionally cheat and do it on the other screen. I'll admit that. I didn't plan to do it, but thinking about it. There's times when you're just tired, you know. But okay, here's what we do. But I want to try to resist that, like I said. Boy, there's some crazy car going by outside. It's super loud. I live next to a really busy road, and there's just all these people that just hammer it right by the stoplight, and there's just all these people with loud vehicles. You get kind of used to it, but every once in a while there's just this crazy one walk by. So route OSPF 1. Ah, well, there we go. Passive interface. Look at that. Suppress routing updates. That makes sense, because we don't want. Out of curiosity, is that what we do? Do show route. No. Do show IP route. I think with, like, I don't know. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. So, I don't know. I should have made OBS record in MP4, because this is going to be a pain to edit my Mac. Not really, I guess. Because iMovie doesn't take MKV files by default, apparently, is what OBS records by default. And so you got to convert it, but I just remembered you could do it through OBS, so we're not going to worry about that. So what I was looking for here was, are any of the loopbacks being advertised as routes or networks by OSPF, which seems like it's not. Is it OOO? So I guess I don't know what the reason to make it passive right now, other than, again, I'm dumb and I don't know this stuff yet. So I'm gonna GPT this, because let's just get some answers. So there's that. It's not advertising the loopbacks. So why do it? Here's the deal. By default, OSPF only advertises networks you include under router OSPF with the network. If you don't add it, it prevents neighbors from trying to form on it. Okay, so explain that. Explain it. Explain that. It's a logical interface that's always up. That much we know. Routers often use it as a router ID. Okay. It's more stable. That's great. So OSPF only advertises networks you explicitly add with a network statement. Okay, we got that. We understand that. If you don't add your loopback, it ignores it. Okay, so we're good there. So now we're getting to why we want to do passive. So normal interfaces try to send hello packets and form adjacencies. Okay. Passive ones advertise the subnet. Okay. Okay. Well, why do we care if it sends hello? Let's see. So, okay, so they would be pointless. Why would they be pointless? Obviously, don't understand this to a deep degree, so... But these are the kind of questions you ask as a beginner, right? Like, I mean, it's not like I'm a beginner in the sense that, like, never touched a computer or a network, but again, I'm a sysadmin, not a network admin. So, you know, I can do things on a level of that, but not deep protocol understanding, at least at this point. So, because a loopback interface is virtual, it's not a real wire. Well, that's great. Hellos are used to discover neighbors. There'll never be another router on the other side. Okay. Kind of makes sense here. So, okay. Okay. So I understand that. There would never be another router. What about, like, virtual routing interfaces, VRFs? Is that what they're called? VRFs? So, because they're not physical and they don't have another router on the other side. per se. No, I'm not asking about this. Let's see. Oh man. Special case MPLS routers. No, okay. Yeah, this is getting deep. It gets deep quick. So, my question is, why wouldn't we also need to make VRF passive, since it's also logical? A VRF interface is not an interface. This we know. It's a routing table. Yeah. This is beyond me. Alright, so I have to make an edit here. Gotta do some stuff, got a situation. Why does this pop up here? Okay. We're gonna have to edit all that out. So, I took a little bit of a break there. So we're trying to figure out this whole concept. I really wish I could draw on here, but can't. So let's just see if we can do it. Look at this giant thing. It's not even giant for you, but it is for me. So we got interface, and you're talking. That's inside a router. You got another interface, and you're talking to another router. Boy, how do we move this thing around? So this is gonna send hello packets, and these guys will send hello packets, and they can form neighbor relationships. So they know, like, this guy's here, and this guy's here, and this guy's got other guys out here until you reach the edge. Boy, you erase this thing. So we can, like, zoom in or zoom out. Whoa, what is that? Yeah, you came here to watch me draw and paint. So a loop back is virtual. So it's got an IP, but it wouldn't form a neighbor because, well, there's nothing to form a neighbor with. So there's not going to be another router on the other side. I get that. But it still kind of plays with my mind because we have virtual routing interfaces, which are also not physical. So I guess the issue there is I just don't know much about those. So we'll have to learn about those at some point here. However, our initial question as to why we have to make virtual interfaces passive seems to be answered. Because there's no routers that it's connected to form a neighbor relationship with. So, I think we got that figured out. So, since that is the case, we would go router OSPF 1, then passive interface loopback 1. There we go. Oh no, I thought we turned off that domain lookup. Something got goofy transferring to the other profile. That's alright. So, I don't know how long you gotta wait for this, but it's a bit. So, you know what else is interesting? Apparently my recording was a little off. My OBS screen. Boy, this is quite a lot of time. You know what we can do in the meantime? Just pop into these other ones. Oh no. Oh no. We'll go to this one. No IP domain. Oh man. Where did we type that? Oh man. Okay. No. Well, where's no IP domain lookup? I know it was type it. So. I bet it's line con 0 IP. Nope. Nope. Boy, if there was like a, okay, if you could hit question mark and just like see all the commands. So should we look this one up? I think we're going to because I don't want to spend much time on that. There's no IP domain lookup. Let's go. Sorry if I breathe loud. Something you don't think about. Conf T. I did that, didn't I? No IP. Oh, there we go. Domain dash lookup. There we go. Yeah, I swore I saved that, but no IP domain. See, you'd think you could hit tab, but there must be other things. Write the memory. Sky. What am I doing here? No IP domain lookup. There we go. And here we go. Nope, we got conf T. There we go. Got it. Router OSPF 1. Passive interface loop back 1. Oh, and Oh, we'll do it later. So, boy, we're gonna do this. Interface. No. Router. OSPF 1. No IP. Nope. I'm getting confused. Alright, ooh, no. So I got tested recently, various blood tests. Apparently I have real low vitamin D. Some of the side effects of that are like can feel kind of zombie tired and foggy and all these sorts of things. That's kind of how I feel right now. So if I do weird, dumb things and space out, that's kind of why. So I mean, I could slow down and read things, but my mind just gets kind of foggy at points. So, apologize for that. Hopefully those levels get back to normal, and when that's the case, I hope that improves, but maybe not. We'll see. So we are trying to do passive interface loop back 1. That's what we're doing. Alright. I suppose we don't need to fully exit, but did we do this guy? I don't think so. Passive interface loop back 1. And this guy, T passive, nope, router OSPF 1 passive loop back 1. There we go. Okay. So, now where's that other thing? There's somewhere where it says don't advertise. Configure, this one. Do not enable OSPF. So, I'll say we're done with the back one. Now, last time, whatever you want to call it, I wasn't sure how to do that whole not enable it on that link, since my understanding was when you enabled OSPF, it enables it on all the links. Now I think I get it. I think we just need to not advertise that route. So, do show if you route, is that? No, do show OSPF. Show OSP router, no. OSPF. Let's just do this. No, that's a lot of info. OSPF. How do we see what we're advertising? Does it just run? Does it the running config? Network. There it is. Router OSPF 1. So we don't want to advertise the 203 one. Right? So I'm going to just take this guy. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to comp T router. No. OSPF. Oh, sometimes you just blank on the commands. Or you don't, but then you type it in, and then you think that seems wrong. But then it's not. So. Okay. So we're going to do no, and then I'm going to paste this guy. And we're going to write the memory. So I think we've accomplished. Where is that? Do not enable it. We're done. We're done with that guy. Done with that. We're getting close. So now we're gonna configure R1, that's this guy, as a ASBR, that's like a border router, I believe. In fact, Let's just look it up. It's an autonomous system border router, a router using OSPF in which the router learns routes via another source. Another routing protocol. So, exchange routes. Okay. So this is basically, it's like the border. So now we're looking at number 4. We want to advertise a default route. So I know we want like default route originate. I don't really know how to get there exactly. We're going to show IP route. Now, there's so much different terminology depending on where you go, what vendor, what device, you know, whatever. I know there's a gateway of last resort. I don't know if that's just a gateway or a default route. I believe they're all the same there. But I'm thinking specific terminology of, like, is this something that would show in here? Would it say gateway of last resort? Or would it just call it a gateway? Looking for like a 0.0.0.0 default route, but I don't see it. So I guess I'm not sure how we would add that. So let's try the route 0.0.0.0.0.0.0. So we're gonna make a default route, and I guess we would want 203. So we're gonna go out this G30. That's kind of where we're at right now. Our gateway is gonna be this .2. So we're making a default route 0.113.2. Now I bet go IP route. Now we have a static default gateway. So now figure out the let's figure out that, what was it called? Default route originate or something. So I bet it's an OSPF thing. Yeah, default information originate. Oh, information originate. I knew it was something. Okay, so we originated it. Let's just see. I don't know how we can tell if it works other than ping. Oh, look at that. OSPF. So that, I'm showing my routes. Oh, geez, you can't even see. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you could see most of that. So what I did was, let's just start fresh on that one so you can see it. So I'm showing my routes, and I'm seeing that this guy is a default route. It's a candidate default. You can see is a star there, an O for OSPF. So it looks like it works. I think we're in a good position here. So the only downside is I realize I'm probably going to start editing my videos. But that's okay. There it is. There it is. Check the routing tables. Well, I guess we sort of did that, didn't we? I'm not going to bother with the last one. We're just going to call it good. So I'm going to save it. And I will say it, I think we can call it victory on this. I might have missed something, but we're gonna call it victory. So it's been good. A bit of a learning experience for me. I hope it was some sort of learning experience for you. Um, Again, it's not the most fun to watch, but there is something about approaching something as more of a beginner. Because beginners might they think about things different. If you're an expert on something, you don't ask the kind of questions that a beginner is going to ask. So hopefully we did that. Hopefully next one will be a little more smooth, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.